Welcome to Sports Talk, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network. This is your weekly source for Hazleton Area High School football. I'm your host, Marty Burns, and once again, I'll be joined by Hazleton Area head football coach Mike Brennan. We'll have a special guest from the Cougar football team. We look back to the home opener against Dallas and a look ahead to a tough road trip at Williamsport. It's all this week on Sports Talk.
Sports Talk is presented in cooperation with Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill, Blaze Alexander at Greater Hazleton. We have 2016 Sierra Crew Cabs. We have got 2019 Colorados under 28 grand. We've got over 1,800 used vehicles in stock. Check them out online at blazealexander.com. We're taking the deals the other guys won't.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
In Hazleton, talk to State Farm agent Pete Keselika.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Your exciting new TV experience is here. Smarter, faster, easier to use. With live TV, recordings, video on demand, and streaming apps, all in a single place. When you're looking for something new, recommendations are tailored to you. Voice-powered, personalized results to find what you want faster. And the unlimited potential of smart home. The new experience from TiVo is here.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
Welcome back to Sports Talk, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network, and this is your weekly source for Hazleton Area High School football. I'm your host, Marty Burns, joined as always by the head football coach at Hazleton Area High School, Mike Brennan. And Coach, tough home opener against a very good Dallas squad. Came at you with a very tough defense and one of the best running backs in the conference, Lenny Kelly.
Absolutely, they're a very good football team, very experienced. Obviously disappointed with the result, but the positive is our kids competed, played hard. And I think we've improved in certain areas of our game, and I think we're a little battle tested as we move forward.
And we'll talk about one of those tough tests coming up at the end of the program, a tough road trip at Williamsport. But let's get to a lengthy look at the highlights, and we'll start with young man getting his second start at quarterback, and that's Kellen Warner. And here with a scramble run for him.
Yeah, Kellen gets flushed in the pocket, has his eyes downfield. Great pump fake to avoid contact here with their outside linebacker. Gets forward, finds a stick, and gets himself a big first down here in the first drive.
And then Kellen goes to the passing game, and it's not Lane, it's Lance Johnson.
Yeah, Lance can catch the ball in the backfield exceptionally well. He's a good runner. Wasn't 100% last week, but we anticipate him being 100% this week at Williamsport.
Now your special teams came up with a turnover, and that was led by the punt breakup by Christian Price.
Yeah, Christian, a sophomore, starting at free safety, plays a lot of receiver. Made a big hit at Valley West last week, same situation. In the second quarter, made a big hit, jarred a punt loose, and Max Barrett, junior defensive end, makes the recovery.
And here we go back to the offense. Play action pass to Kevin Molesky.
Nice play action screen here. Kellen Warner to Kevin Molesky. Nice job on the edge here. We get a positive gain. Kevin Molesky's got the ability to wear teams out as we move forward.
Dallas tried a fake field goal later in the quarter, but your defense ended up pulling them short.
Great job. Max Barrett changes his course. We have guys chasing to the edge, and we're able to knock him out of bounds. Before he gets to the sticks, it was a huge stop there, turning them away after they scored pretty quickly there in the first drive.
And then going back to the offense, a nice diving catch here by Matt Fisher.
Yeah, Kellen's, again, flushed a little bit, eyes downfield, throws the ball back to Matt Fisher, does a nice job lowering his pad level, keeping his eyes on the ground and catching the ball with his hands.
And then we go back to the passing game, and once again, another pass to Kevin Molesky.
Yeah, Kellen's working the edge again. We had some internal pressure. Gets the ball out to Kevin. A little out route. Kevin does a nice job of securing the ball and going forward and holding on to the ball until he hits the ground.
Then we go back to the special teams and the young man that's really been excelling to this point, Matthew Casadas.
Yeah, Matthew's a good young talent, outstanding young man, and he's done this a few times throughout the course of the year. I think it's only a matter of time before he gets in the clear and breaks one. But he's an effective receiver for us. He's playing a lot of corner defensively, and just a freshman, we know there's a lot of good to come from Matt Casadas.
Now we go to the D, and we see some good penetration, which ends up capping off with Matt Fisher tackling Kelly for a loss.
Yeah, freshman Ryan Matthews on the edge, squeeze him, and the special comes up and, wraps up. We have guys chasing. Johnny DeBellis is there chasing as well, but a good play for a negative gain there, as they're driving into our red zone.
And here we see a pass breakup by Matthew Casadas.
Yeah, some guys working hard to try to get pressure. Matthew comes up and separates the receiver from the football. It's a really nice play for a young kid.
We go back to the offense and Kevin Molesky.
Yeah, a little counter play with Bus there and get bodies on people. Up front's working exceptionally hard. Seth Hunsinger getting pushed downfield. Jason Beaver getting pushed downfield. Evan Matthews always working hard, blocking the edge. Good positive game by Kevin Molesky.
And now we head back to the defensive side of the ball with some good defense here.
Good get off by Richie Santos there and off the football. We get a little pressure there late. We have Richie Santos and we have Seth Hunsinger chasing here. Ryan Matthews, freshman, chasing here. Flushes the four-year starter out of the pocket, and a great job forcing an incompletion downfield and a penalty as well.
And here in the third quarter, we get another turnover and interception by Matt Fisher.
Good job by Max Barrett using his hands. Ryan Matthews with pressure. Big play by Matt Fisher here. He had some burst here. I thought he was going to take it to the house. Kid did a great job of running him down from behind. The Moransky kid is a good player, fast kid. But a nice job getting us down deep in the red zone. We had a chance to put points on the board.
And to get those points on the board, it's set up by this run by Warner.
Yeah, nice. We were going for a play action pass here. Kellen's works his way up into the pocket, makes some guys miss and gets down inside the 5-yard line, gets us nice and deep.
And then your first score of the night, a tough run by Kevin Molesky.
Yeah, you can rely on Kevin to make these runs and get these tough yards for you. Nice get off by Richie Santos there. Dante Matarella's done a nice job. It's a nice job getting body on a B-gap penetrator, and Kevin Molesky's able to find the end zone.
And our next highlight, we stick with the offense and we stick with Kevin Molesky.
You'll see Kevin a fullback, you see him a tailback as well. Good job again by Dante Matarella. Up front guys get some push. Jason Beaver working hard downfield, and a nice positive gain.
And here we see another of your youngsters stepping up with a key reception for a first down. Talking about Connor Shamani.
Yeah, Connor is the freshman. Good pickup by Lance Johnson in pass protection there. Guys battled up front. Kellen again flushed. We have to do a better job of that. And Connor Shamani gets, I believe, his first career reception. 16-yard gain in the second half. And another bright young talent, works exceptionally hard. A bright kid, learns more every day.
And go back to the passing game in this one to Matt Fisher.
Nice zip by Kellen Warner, get to the outside number. Good job by Matt catching with his hands for a good positive gain on the hitch.
And we're going to head back to the defense. And a young man that's really been showing up in film the last couple of weeks, Max Barrett.
Yeah, Max is doing a really good job in the end. Good hard young worker, very intelligent. works hard, does a really good job squeezing back to the football and the pass protection. I think that's his strength right now, and he's athletic and he's quick. But he's getting better and better. Every week things get a little bit easier for him. He's starting to see things better, and we're hoping for a breakout game this week at Williamsport against our young sophomore quarterback.
And here another nice run for Kevin Molosky.
Kevin gets the ball, he's physical. This is a great job, he gets into the clear. And Kevin does a really good job of this, of laying bodies on people. Again, the more experience he gets, the more reps he gets, I think the more physical runner he'll become, and he'll be able to move the sticks for us and hopefully in the second half wear some teams out in the back half of our schedule.
And another pass here to Matt Fisher.
Good job in the play action. Kellen does a nice job hiding the ball. Protection's good, solid. Kellen rushes late, nobody's open. Matt Fisher keeps things alive by getting downfield. Again, another good catch with his hands by Matt Fisher, and gets a good positive gain and gets down inside the 5-yard line.
And a positive to build on for week number 4, you got a nice scoring drive capped off here by Kevin Molesky's run.
Yeah, he's 220 pounds, which is, he walks into the end zone there. Nice job by our front guys. Evan Matthews, again, junior receiver, does a good job getting down, putting a body on people, always does. Outstanding blocker in the perimeter.
And how about that play by James Bugda?
James Bugda's been really consistent for us, really physical, tough young man, plays center every snap for us, lines up and plays defense, and he's been really, really consistent for us in the first few weeks.
And the youngster got some time, Chris Gonzalez with a run.
Yeah, freshman Tyler Wolf gets the ball, able to get the ball out to Chris. Chris is a junior from Freeland, does a nice job, has really good speed, and glad to see him get a positive carry here on Friday night.
And then I know, Coach, you win it at halftime. Come out, let's win the second half after a tough first half. Your team played even, and I think you saw throughout the night they had chances where things could have snowballed on them, and they really didn't let it. And your team just kept battling.
We battled. They got the quick score when Lenny Kelly scored, I think, less than 2 minutes into the game. We're down 7-0, and we were able to keep it at 7-0 for a good part of the first half. And that's a positive. You take your positives when you can get them. You look at the end of the game, and a lot of guys that Dallas had in the game will be their team next year.
Right.
And our guys, most of our guys are back next year. So, we're not waiting for next year. We're looking forward to Williamsport this week. It's a sub-region rival, and we're looking to improve right now and get better as a team and better as a program. And I feel really confident that our kids will do that.
Okay, Coach, we'll talk about Williamsport at the end of tonight's show, but we're going to have our guest coming up next, and that's Seth Hunsinger here on Sports Talk, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
Have an electrical problem? Call the Wire Guys. Need lights installed? Call the Wire Guys. Anything and everything electrical, big or small. Our rigorously trained licensed electricians are fully screened, always on time, work neat, clean, and thorough. The Wire Guys. We're here 24/7, 365. All of our work is guaranteed 100%. When you need electrical work, you need Wire
Guys. Barber Ford has the largest selection of Ford commercial vehicles in Northeast PA with over 50 Super Duties in stock. Plus, Barber Ford is the only Ford commercial vehicle center in the area participating with the state's cooperative purchasing program, CoStars. Barber Ford, where the pros go for trucks.
Bonanza Steakhouse, 574 Susquehanna Boulevard in Hazel Township, has an unbeatable buffet filled with something for everyone. Our menu includes the finest flame-grilled steaks, barbecue ribs, chicken, seafood, or sandwiches. You can add the buffet to any entree for a little more. Bonanza features daily specials. Join us Saturday and Sunday for our breakfast buffet that includes our famous omelet and egg station, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
The Falvella Law Firm, located at 641 Route 93 in Sugarloaf, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania. They are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Krugel's Georgetown Deli has been voted Northeastern Pennsylvania's best craft beer selection several years running. Krugel's is your craft beer headquarters, and gift baskets are available for all occasions. Krugel's is home of the Crowler. Fill your Crowler up in their tap system and keep your favorite beer fresh longer. Krugel's Georgetown Deli, Wilkes-Barre Township, right next to the Big Cow. Stop in and play Keno or other Pennsylvania lottery games. Check them out on the web at georgetown.deli.com.
Stop in at Two Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town, serving a large variety of pizza, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Take out or eat in, delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.
Welcome back to Sports Talk here on WYLN, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network. I'm your host, Marty Burns. In the middle, head football coach at Hazleton area, Mike Brennan, and to my far right, offensive and defensive lineman Seth Hunsinger. And Seth, thanks a lot for joining us this week.
Thank you for having me.
Coach, before we start grilling Seth, tell us what this young man brings to the program.
Outstanding young man. Everybody likes Seth. Tremendous personality, great work ethic, excellent student, work extremely hard in the classroom. Just relentless in the field, has a motor, never tires, plays exceptionally hard, and he's part of that defensive line. It's the heart and soul of our team, and it's his first year really playing a bunch as an offensive lineman. He gets more and more polished every week, and he's a competitor. And I think his attitude and enthusiasm and work ethic and toughness is reflected in the rest of our guys in the offensive and defensive lines. And as we get better, as he goes through the year, you're going to see more and more plays. He gets better and better. And he's a pass rusher, he's a run stopper, and he's an outstanding drive blocker on the offensive line.
And Seth, I thought it starts with your group up front when we talked to Coach about you guys don't quit, you guys keep battling, and I think it starts with you guys on the defensive line because, granted, you may not make every play, but you guys keep battling, and if it's not yourself, we saw James Bugda in the highlights or Richie Santos. You guys are always seeming to either break up rushing plays, or a lot of the times when Dallas did decide to pass the other night, you guys were creating pressure.
Yeah. In my opinion, me, Bugda, Richie, and Max Barrett right now, I feel that we can be very dominant. It's just that we have to get the mindset that we can get through that line and we can show what we can do.
And I think you can build on the positives from Friday night as a good confidence builder for what you just said, that, hey, you guys can be a dominant force and be that force where you can, if you guys can make plays up front, you're taking pressure off your linebackers and that type of thing.
Yes, our linebackers is Ryan Mattias, Kevin Molesky, Johnny DeBellis, and Matt Fisher, and I feel that if our defensive line made more plays and we were more disruptive and we weren't getting blocked into their laps, that the backers would be able to help us and we'd stop the run game and pass game more.
Now, I know we're going to talk about Williamsport in the next segment, Coach and I, but he had mentioned to me before we came on, you're going to face an athletic quarterback coming Friday night in Williamsport. Talk about how maybe it's a little bit different, how you have to stay disciplined, stay in your lanes, because you don't want this young man running around crazy all night Friday night.
No, the defensive ends, me and Max Barrett, Bryce Reed, we today in film, we were going over the speed option or read option, and Coach was just saying, hit the quarterback, go after the quarterback, show him why we are better than them.
And then let's go to the offensive line, and sort of on the same mindset, we saw it in the highlights. A bunch of times Kellen will keep plays alive with his feet. and just talk about, I know we've talked about guys in the past with Sparky Walk doing pretty much the same thing. Kellen keeping plays alive, and how you guys have to be aware, where he may be, that maybe your block isn't done, to give him even more time to try to find somebody downfield.
I feel that Kellen, he knows what he's doing, and that if our offensive line can just step up more, and personally myself, me, James Bugda, Richie Santos, Jason Beaver, and Leo Kelly, if we can all step up and work as a group more, that we can be more dominant too.
And the other thing that we saw it in spurts the other night against Dallas, and we saw it in the Wyoming Valley West game, especially in the second half. It seemed like your run game really wore down the Spartans. And I think that starts with you guys up front. You have that mindset that, push and get those holes open for your running backs. Just talk about the running game as far as you guys go as an offensive line.
For the running game, I feel it's very strong in that our offensive line doesn't give up. Lance, he's a tough runner. So is Kevin Molesky, and we just none of us give up. And I feel that is what helped us push against the win for Valley West, is we didn't give up.
Well, best of luck, Seth, in getting the 2-2 against Williamsport Friday night. Thanks a lot for joining us this week.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll be back to conclude Sports Talk here on WYLN with a look ahead to Williamsport right after this.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
Chris and Ashley are working on a new Pocono Mountains magazine.
I hear they have a lot of stuff to pull together.
We need a magazine.
Like a map?
Exactly.
Somewhere that shows all the great restaurants, date nights, girls' weekends, skiing, water parks, and maybe spas?
Exactly.
I have no idea where that could be.
Why not get your own copy of Pocono Mountains magazine at PoconoMountains.com.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial, licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton, has the healthcare you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
Experience the beauty of the Valley Country Club and let them sponsor you for your next event. Toss the flowers and dance the night away with their course as your backdrop. Let Valley Country Club host your next special occasion, whether it's a bridal or baby shower, anniversary, celebration of life, pool party, charity fundraiser, business meeting, golf outing, corporate, private, or social event.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill, Blaze Alexander at Greater Hazleton. We have 2016 Sierra Crew Cabs. We have got 2019 Colorados under 28 grand. We've got over 1,800 used vehicles in stock. Check them out online at blazealexander.com. We're taking the deals the other guys won't.
Welcome back to Sports Talk here on WYLN. And Coach, as we wrap up this week's show, we're looking ahead to another road trip to Williamsport, and we mentioned a little bit when Seth was on in the last segment. Anytime you talk about Williamsport, you look at athletes, and it starts with their quarterback position.
It does. Dallas Grice, Grease, I believe it's actually pronounced, is a good athlete, sophomore. I believe he had a home run against Hazleton area last year in the sub-region championship up at the park. Already committed to North Carolina for baseball. So outstanding young athlete. The Freeman kid played against us last year as well. Both these guys played against us in a Week 11 game. Nasir Jones, tight end, number 11, big tall guy, good athlete, good prospect down the road, good athlete, competitive up front, scrappy on defense, 2-1. Beat Central Mountain, beat Altoona, lost to Berwick 17-10 last week, but good football program. Always fun for us to go play up there. It's become a really good rival. We've had a lot of close games with them recently, so we're excited about the challenge Friday night.
And we touched on it a little bit with Seth, and I guess the key is, and he mentioned it, that you had it in film work, about different assignments and staying with your assignment so that you don't have these athletes running free.
Yeah, defensively, we certainly have improved. I know it's hard. We've given up some points so far, played some really, really good people. Started with our Stroudsburg scrimmage, then Pottsville, who is a good football team, very veteran, very senior, throws the ball exceptionally well. Pottsville loses to Wyomissing in double overtime. Wyo comes back and meets North Schuylkill. Right. 17 points on Saturday. So obviously Potts is a pretty good football team. Valley West is a better football team. They're down 3 starters the other night. And then, we played Dallas, who's won, 13, 14 games in the last 2 years, and is a very senior dominated team. So we feel like we're tested. So we feel like we are playing better football in the defensive end, even though the scores might not indicate that. We think we'll continue to improve there.
And when you get the football, in looking at them on film, what challenges do they present to you defensively?
They move their fronts a little bit. They're an even front, they're an odd front. They'll do a 4-1 box, they'll do a 3-2 box in our spread sets. They'll have 2 high safeties. They'll be aggressive with their interior guys and blitzing, but they're scrappy, and they have some guys who really can run in defense. Like I said, they're always talented. It's a tough place to go play, but yet it's a fun place to go play. The last time we were up there, we had the 28-27 nail biter in a district semifinal 2 years ago when Adrian Otero blocked the extra point. And so we're excited about going up there and having a chance to compete against a sub-region rival, with really possibly home playoff implications down the road or playoff spot down the road on the line.
And is this one of those games that we've talked about how young your team is, that you look to your seniors that were part of that group 2 years ago to let some of these younger guys know that weren't there, that, hey, it's a tough place to play, yes, but it can be done. We can get a victory here.
Absolutely. We had guys, Lance Johnson played in that football game. Matt Fisher played in that football game. Richie Santos, played in that football game. Kevin Molesky played a bit in that football game. And it's, and other guys. So it's good that they've been there before. They're familiar with the trip. They're familiar with the locker room. They're familiar with the garage, locker room, and the stadium. They played on the turf before. We've seen them a bunch, twice last year, twice the year before, so very familiar with one another, and it's always exciting to play them. We feel it's going to be a 48-minute competitive football game.
Coach, got about 45 seconds left. What do you see as being the keys to victory and coming home with a record of 2-2?
I think our big thing and our battle cry this week has been improve defensively. Not allow them to get loose in the run game, put pressure on the quarterback, make some big plays, create turnovers. One of these weeks our defense is going to come up monstrous and win a football game for us. We're really excited about the possibility that it could be this week, and we're working hard for that. The offensive end, we have to establish a run. We have to certainly protect Kellen Warner better than we did last week. And then we can make some plays in the passing game, but secure the football, play 48 minutes of football with Cougar pride.
Coach, best of luck, hoping for 2-2.
Thank you, Marty.
For Coach Brennan, Seth Hunsinger, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Join us next week for another edition of Sports Talk, which will be brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network. We'll look back at the Williamsport game, look ahead to return home against, for the first time ever, the Wolfpack of Wilkes-Barre area, and we'll have another special guest all next week on Sports Talk here on WYLN.